Uh, Good morning and good evening, friends. Let's wait for another 2 minutes. We'll start the session exactly at 8:05 a.m. Okay. Good morning and good evening, friends. It's nice to see you, all of you today. Welcome to demo session part 2 of Azure Data Engineering course. Can anybody confirm you if my voice is audible and if my screen is visible?
Hi Vikas, good morning. Yeah, we
Hey,
are able to see you and we are able to hear you.
yeah. Thanks for confirming. Yeah. Uh, Firstly, let me introduce myself. Uh, my name is Vikash, and I have been working with the IT industry for the past 10 plus years. And during this time, I have worked on various domains like healthcare, banking, retail, supply chain, and etc. Uh, Presently, I'm working in Microsoft as a lead Azure data engineer, and I'm a certified Microsoft Azure data engineer. Prior to the Microsoft, I used to work for the ADP, JDA Software, and L&T Infotech. So far, I have trained 100 plus members, and even during the recession time also, my students were able to crack 2 to 3 offers. Uh, some of the students from my last batch has received the salary raise from 10 lakhs LPA to 16.5 LPA, and few even got the offers with 18 LPA, 18 lakhs per annum. I hope you all have watched part 1 of the demo. In
Uh,
part 1,
so- Sorry because I didn't get a chance to go through that. So today I will go through that.
sure. Maybe I will share the part 1 demo link with all of you. You can just go through the recording, like where I have explained the course details, what is data engineering is, and what are the roles and responsibilities of a data engineer. I also discussed the future of data engineering and the salary packages for both freshers and experienced professionals. Maybe I also discussed the difference between the data scientist versus data analyst versus the data engineer. Again, don't worry, if you have not listened to my demo part 1 session, I strongly encourage to watch it. Maybe I can show how you can go to the demo. Just go to the YouTube. Search Bhaskar Jogi Go Online Trainings.
Because we can still see your slides page.
Okay, just a minute. Let me know if you are able to see my Edge browser.
Yes.
Yeah. So just go to the YouTube and search for the Bhaskar Jogi Go Online Trainings. And this is the channel which we are maintaining for the Go Online Trainings, where you can find all the videos and all the courses related demo videos. And if you scroll little down, you will able to see a video on Azure Data Engineering Demo Part 1, which we have conducted on June 25th. So I strongly encourage each one of you to go through this video. Uh, and maybe I will just share the link in the chat as well. And the main goal of this batch is to ensure that everyone who hello. Oh, I think I'm able to hear my echo voice. Okay.
We are hearing fine.
Okay. I hope now it's audible, right?
Yes, yes. Audible.
Yeah. The main goal of this batch is to ensure that everyone who has enrolled in this course, I'm sure they will gain the confidence to crack interviews on their own. And also, everyone should be placed in a good company or receive a promotion within their current company. I will provide all of you with the advanced skills and knowledge needed to become the best Azure data engineer in the IT industry. By end of this course, at least you should achieve something significant. That is the main motto of this batch. But there are two mandatory conditions for joining this course. You all must accept these conditions. The first condition is you need to.
Sorry.
Hello?
Hi, because this point, sorry. Your screen is not shared yet.
No, I'm just explaining about the first slide only. You are
Okay.
able to see my screen?
No,
PPT slide. No?
I don't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's my network, but others
Can
can.
anybody confirm? Are you able to see the PPT slide?
No, I'm not able to see.
No, no, no.
Yeah. Now?
Yes, yes. You
Okay.
can see now.
Yeah. So there are two mandatory conditions for taking this course. First condition is that everyone should attend a session without fail. The second condition is that you need to complete your daily assignments, and of course, which are crucial uh, because those assignments will be mostly on real-time scenarios. And if you are able to complete your assignments, you can easily claim 3 years of experience in Azure Data Engineering. So the two conditions: first, you need to attend everyday session without fail. Second one, you need to complete your assignments on daily basis. So if you accept these two conditions, I'm sure you will be in a position where you can able to crack your interviews on your own, and you will be placed in a good company, or at least you can expect a good promotion in your current company. Yeah. With that, let's get started and make this session more productive. Let me know once if you are able to see my Word document. Uh, can anyone confirm you if you are able to see my Word document?
No,
No, Vikash.
still you're seeing the slides only. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah. So in today's session, first we'll understand the Go online training use case. Then we'll try to understand to resolve the use case of Go online. If you choose the on-premise, what we can do, and why the companies are migrating to the cloud. Then we'll understand what is the cloud, and we'll go slowly on the cloud advantages. And then we'll try to understand the different types of cloud providers. We'll go different cloud computing services, and then we'll try to cover the different types of cloud. Guys, I just want to inform you that today and tomorrow will be mostly a theoretical sessions. Starting from the day after tomorrow, you will begin our practical sessions. I understand that theory may not be everyone's favorite, but it's very important for understanding the fundamentals of the cloud technology. I'm sure people might already working in on-premise. but they are very new to the cloud. So I just want to touch base on the cloud fundamentals, and I will make sure to provide the simple and basic example which can be easy to understand, and I will try to engage you throughout this session. Just bear with today and tomorrow, but from day after tomorrow, we'll start our practical sessions. So let's understand the use case of the Go online training. Uh, are you able to see my PowerPoint screen?
Yes, Vikas.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. Yeah. So Go online trainings, which was, I think, established long ago. Previously, they used to
Vikas,
have.
now you are not able to see. Earlier we were able to see, but now we are not able to see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, able to see now.
Yep. So the Go online trainings. Previously, Go online trainings was in classroom sessions. After the COVID, as everyone is moved to digitalization, the Go online trainings also replaced with the online trainings. Now they don't have any classroom trainings. That's the reason they renamed their training classes as Go online trainings. Okay, and I'm sure for any, I think this Go online trainings is spread all the worldwide, and they will get inquiries through their official website where they can fill the name, contact number, email ID, location, course, and timings. And once they fill these details, maybe Go online team can reach out to you for any additional details. And these details will be stored in a SQL server. Whatever you fill the data in the website, they store their data in the SQL server. But still, few people come to the institute and they will inquire about the courses. Maybe the institute people will maintain their details in the form of an Excel. Again, Go online trainings will also promote their courses through social media like WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn. So they have their own uh, advertising mechanism, and they will get the response from this Instagram and social media through JSON, maybe the REST API. Like, so now, if you see, just observe the Go online trainings, their data is stored in different places. One is SQL Server, and some data is stored in the Excel, some data is stored in the JSON, and where they are able to get the data in the form of API. So now this Go online trainings founder want to get few insights so that he want to improve his business. So what all the insights is expecting from this data is, he just want to the information like what is the number of course inquiries received each month. For the month of July, what all the course inquiries we are getting, like how many people are inquiring about Power BI, how many people are inquiring about data science, how many people are inquiring about the data engineer. So you need that information. Also, you want the number of students which have inquired for the Azure Data Engineering course. You need the count. Also, what are the most convenient timings that students are looking for taking this course? Even that information the co-founder Bhaskar needs. And again, as it is spread worldwide, we want to understand from which region is getting more number of inquiries so that he can plan a course which suits for their time zone instead of our time zone. Also, you want to understand how the students came or come to know about this institute, whether is somebody referred about this institute, or they are just getting this information from the social media, or they are getting from the website. So he just want to know the information, so that once he receive the information, he just want to improve his advertisement area. And also he want to know the what is the most popular or demanding technology, uh, where more number of inquiries are happening for a student. So all these details the Go Online Trainings co-founder want. So to do this use case, what Go Online Trainings founder did is he just went to reach out to one of the IT team company, maybe consider an Infosys or Accenture or any of the company. Okay. And then once he just had a discussion with the Infosys saying that this is my use case, I need these insights. So Infosys and Go Online Training has signed their contract and they want to start the project. Okay. Now, as and also Bhaskar mentioned that initially when Go Online Training batch was started, maybe per batch 10 to 12 members were joined and they just focused only on the SQL training. But later on, they expanded their business with multiple technologies. Now they are giving training on multiple technologies and they are hiring multiple trainers just like us. And their data is increasing day by day. And now approximately daily 35 to 60 batches are running. Okay. So now they gave this contract to Infosys team and Infosys team to start the project. So what Infosys team will do to start this project? First, they will start purchasing the machine. Because they will start purchasing 40 machines, because if it is a huge amount of data, obviously you cannot store the data in a single machine. You need multiple machines. So they will just start purchasing these 40 machines and they will configure network firewalls. And again, Infosys team will hire an IT team to handle all this server installation. And they will install all required softwares, like they will install .NET, maybe SQL Server, Power BI, Hadoop. Like their IT team will install all the softwares. They will install your operating system like Windows, Linux, Mac, anything. And also this IT team will perform backups. They will do necessary upgrades. They will take care about the licenses. Okay, so Infosys team purchased 40 machines and they hired IT team. They did all operating system installation. They have installed all required softwares. And also they will perform backup on daily basis. They will do all upgrades and they will maintain all licenses. And also Infosys needs a separate place or room to maintain all these 40 machines. Because I hope you are able to see my Word document, right?
No.
No, sorry, something is. I'm sharing all the screens now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So again, Infosys team needs a separate place or room to maintain all these 40 machines. And again, that room needs an electricity power. And it needs cooling power. Because if you maintain all these 40 machines in a single room, it definitely needs an AC. Otherwise, you will see a lot of heat. So if you observe Infosys, to start the actual project, Infosys team has to do all these steps. And do you think all these steps can be completed in a single day? No, right? Because it will take a time, at least minimum of 1 week to 1 month. Because see, an actual team is different and the finance team is different. First, they need to get an approval from the finance team, and they need to wait till they purchase the machine. Once they get receive the machines, they need to configure the network firewalls. They need to install all required softwares. They need to hire the IT team, and like all this will take at least minimum of 1 week to 1 month. Still, data engineers are waiting for their project because they are just waiting for the infrastructure. Assume Infosys has done all of these works in a week. They have a good team, so they have done all of this work in a week. But suddenly, the Go Online Training Institute reach out to Infosys saying that, hey, Infosys, initially we thought we are getting very less number of students, but suddenly there is a good number of students are coming, and we feel that current 40 machines are not suffice. We are getting very huge amount of data. Please increase the infrastructure to 100 machines. So Go Online team said Infosys that, hey, Infosys, the 40 missions are not suffice. We are getting very large number of inquiries and very large number of students. We are getting very huge amount of data. Can you please increase your infrastructure to 100 missions? So in such scenario, what Infosys will do to address the increased demand of resource? So what Infosys will do is that, again, they will just raise a request to finance team. Purchase 100 machines. Okay. Like they will raise a request to their finance team to purchase 100 machines. And again, once they purchase this mission, again, they have to do the same network firewall for that 100 machines. They need to install their operating system and all the required softwares. They will do upgrades. They will do all backup of your data. They will take care about your licenses. And again, they will increase their room to maintain all those 140 machines. Again, for those machines, they need electricity power and cooling power. Again, it will take a minimum of 1 week, right? So still, it needs a lot of time and lot of investment. Right? But though the Infosys team has taken time, but they could increase their capacity to 100 machines. Now they will have 140 machines. But it needs a lot of time. So it is not that easy. You cannot increase your resources in a minute or in an hour. It needs a lot of time. It needs a lot of approvals. You need to spend a lot of investment. And this use case is not only for the Go online trainings. It will be applicable for any project. If you want to start any project, first, the prerequisite is they need to have their infrastructure ready. If the infrastructure is ready, then only the developers can start actual work. This is not only applicable for the Go online trainings. This is a common scenario for any of the project. Let's take another scenario. Where project suddenly gets closed due to variety of the reasons. Maybe they didn't like the project quality, or they have their security issues with the project, or they have their budget constraint. Again, it's a common scenario where in IT industry, the project may be stopped at any point of time. It has various reasons. Now, if this project is stopped, what Infosys will do with these 140 machines? Because they purchased 40 machines in the beginning, and the latter they have purchased another 100 machines. They have invested lot of money and paid lot of money for their building rent and electricity and cooling power. But however, if the project is closed, all these 140 machines will be wasteful. You may think that why these 140 machines wasted? They can be, it can be used for some other project, but to do that, again, they need to format their data. Again, then IT team has to format their data, and again, they need to install fresh softwares. They need to taken care all backups and licenses and electricity pound, which will matches according to the new project. Again, it's a lot of time needed, and it's a lot of investment is needed. This is the problem statement with an on-premises. So if you are keeping your project in on-premise, you need to focus on the infrastructure rather than you just focus on the project. So instead of you focusing on the data engineering project, you are focusing on the infrastructure first, and you are waiting for the infrastructure for at least 1 week to 1 month. And your company has spent a lot of investments, and at any point of time, the business client may ask to reduce the infrastructure or ask to increase the infrastructure. And this is not the straightforward with the on-premise. So this is the problem statement of the on-premise. Let me just pause here to check if you have understand the concept so far.
Yes, Vikas.
Thank you. Thank you for confirming. So this is the problem statement. That is the reason now every company or every organization want to move to cloud. Because they don't want to invest a lot of money and they just want to save the time. They just want to focus on their actual project. They don't want to waste their time in procuring the infrastructure. Let me give you one more example. Imagine I went to a Goa and suddenly I had a desire to ride the bullet motorcycle. So
Yeah, because I have one doubt here.
yep.
Yeah, sorry for that. So as you know, I don't have any idea about data engineer. So I just want to know the on-premises tools. Like if you go cloud, there we can say AWS, Azure, and GCP. But what are the on-premises tools? I want to know that.
Okay. So see, on-premise the place where you will install all your servers and you will install your softwares based upon your project. For example, if your project requires a SQL server, you will install SQL server. If your project requires Oracle, you will install Oracle. If your project requires SSIS, you will install SSIS. Your project requires Power BI, you will install Power BI. So those softwares are specific to your project.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And your admin team has to install all those softwares and your admin team has to take care about the backup of your data and licenses and everything.
What about HDFS? Is it on-premise tool or a cloud tool?
It is a big data engineering tool and it is an on-premise.
Okay, okay, yeah. Now I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let me just give you one example. Imagine I just went to Goa and suddenly I had the desire to ride a bullet. So do you think to ride a bullet, I need to spend around 1 lakh rupee? No, right? Instead of spending 1 lakh rupee to just ride a bullet, I can simply rent that bullet, right? Maybe I can take that bullet as a rent and I can just ride it for the desired duration and maybe then I can return it. When I'm returning the bullet, I might have to pay rent maybe 1,000 or 2,000, right? Like instead of spending 1 lakh rupee amount, I can just pay the rent as a 1K or 2K. So this is the same advantage the cloud is providing, where the cloud is providing the compute and services, compute and storage services on rental basis. Where you no need to spend large amount of money. You can just pay a rental fee for the resources you need it. And how much time if you are using, for example, if you are using a cloud resource, you can pay only for the duration. And whenever you need it, you can scale it. Whenever you don't need, you can scale down. Like all these big companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Google. So all these big companies have introduced a concept of cloud computing, where they are providing all the services as a rental model. And where your resources, you can use your resources when needed, and you can leave your resources when not required. So what this cloud platforms will do is that it will take care you it will take care of all the operating system. It will take care about all your installation. It will take care about your, you don't need to have a separate IT team. You don't need to have separate room or a building to maintain all these machines. You don't need to pay anything for your electricity bill. You don't need to pay anything for your ACs, cooling power. You don't need to take anything about the backups. We'll take care about the backup. So you just focus on your business. You just focus on your project. We'll take care of all infrastructure. And maintenance activities. Like all cloud providers will give the services in the rental form. So they will do all of your work on behalf of your team. You just focus on your project, so that you will save lot of time and you will save lot of money. In case suddenly if go online team asks you to increase the machines to 40 machines to 100 machines, it's just a configuration. It's just a click where you can increase your resources to 40 machines to 100 machines. If suddenly go online comes, no, we don't require 100 machines. Can you please reduce it to 20 machines? It's just a single click. They can decrease their resources. And if project stop suddenly, Infosys team has nothing to do. It's just cloud will take care internally about all formatting and everything. You no need to do anything. So that all are the advantages the cloud is providing. For example, if you need these machines for a 1 year, you can use it for 1 year. If you need these machines for 1 month, you can use it for 1 month. If you need these machines for only 1 day, you can use these machines only for 1 day. You just pay how much you have used. If you use it for 1 year, you will pay for 1 year. If you use it for 1 month, you will pay for 1 month. So this is the flexibility which is provided by all cloud providers. Let me tell you about different types of cloud provider. So first one is an AWS. Currently, there are 3 major types of cloud provider: AWS, Azure, GCP. But apart from these providers, we also have other cloud providers like Oracle, IBM, but they have not become popular. So presently, the trending cloud providers are AWS, Azure, GCP. So AWS has started its cloud journey maybe in the year of 2002, and it is owned by Amazon. And as it is started early, Amazon has lot of projects and lot of customers. And presently, this is the topmost trending cloud provider at this moment because they have started their business in the year of 2002. Then Microsoft has started their Azure business in the year of 2008, and they are little later compared to the AWS. This is the reason Azure is behind the AWS. Azure is behind the AWS because it started little late. Then you might think that then why we are still talking about the Azure? Because it is not at all the trending cloud provider in the market. Then why we are talking about the Azure? Right? I can give you the training on the Azure Data Engineering rather than Azure Data Engineer, right? I can give the training on AWS Data Engineering. But I have my own reasons to choose AWS, Azure. The first reason is that every organization or every company is already a Microsoft client. Like they are already using the Microsoft products, maybe like MS Windows, MS Office, Office 365, MS Teams, Dynamic 365, MS SQL Server, SSIS or SSRS. So Microsoft has so many products. I'm sure every company is already a Microsoft client. Assume I am Microsoft and I already have a wide range of products. I have large customer base. Now, if I develop a new product, it becomes easier for me to sell my new product because I can leverage my existing customer base. I have already my own supply chain. Even, in fact, I can give some discounts to my existing customers. Again, I can integrate all these new products with my existing products. And if you see, all the Microsoft products are simple to use. You just need to click next. It is a developer friendly and user friendly. And it is very easy for me to sell my new product because I have my own supply chain and I have my own customer base, and I can give some discount to the customers, and I can easily integrate my new products with the existing products. That is the reason now Microsoft has increased their growth. If you compare year over year growth, Microsoft Azure has far fast than AWS. If you compare year over year growth, Microsoft has far better than the AWS. I'm sure in the future, it will definitely beat the AWS. The reason why it is lagging is that it has started very late. The AWS started in the year of 2002. Azure has started in the year of 2008. So that is the reason it is little lagging here, but I'm sure it will be beat AWS very soon. That is the reason now Azure is becoming more popular. Again, as AWS started little earlier, they have already lot of resources, lot of employees, and Azure has started little late. And in the market, they're unable to find the Azure data engineers because it started little late. Let me just show you one simple example. Azure Data Factory launch date. It has started in the year of 6 August 2015 or mid 2016. So just ADF has started in the year of 2016. It's an hardly 7 years. Again, when it started, people will not use immediately. They will just wait for some feedback or review. Let product needs to stabilize. So people started using this ADF or Azure maybe from 2018 to 2019. So still, as it is only 3 years or 4 years, still the market is struggling to find the Azure data engineers because it started little late. So that is the reason there is a huge amount for the Azure. That is the reason we are focusing on the Azure data engineering rather than the AWS engineer. I hope you got little idea why we are focusing on Azure and what is the demand for the Azure. Then coming to the GCP is nothing but Google Cloud Provider. Which is maintained by the Google, and it started far late than the AWS and the Azure. It started in the year of 2012. So it is still behind Azure and behind AWS. So present trending cloud is an Azure because they don't find the resources. That's the reason there is a huge demand for the Azure. Let me just pause here. So far, are we clear, guys? Are you able to follow me?
Yes, Vika.
Yeah, thank you for confirming. And one thing, this is the student form. You all need to fill this form. I'm just pasting here. And if you click this form, it will ask you to enter your email address, first name and surname, and course detail, location, and mobile number. And everybody has to fill this form. Whoever fill this form will receive all course videos and the syllabus, and also they will get the job support in the future. All these course recordings will be uploaded in the portal every day. So people who have enrolled or filled these details in this form, they will get the recording access. So it's a mandatory to fill this form. And we will also share tomorrow's link who have filled this form. Today and tomorrow we'll have free demo sessions. Maybe starting from day after tomorrow, we'll share the invite who are registered. And for any course details, fees, job support, placement, please reach out to any of these numbers, which I have mentioned as part of my slide. Just please make sure to fill this form, and this is an really important, and you will get tomorrow's invite if you fill these details today. So please just fill those details. Okay. Now you understand what are the different cloud providers what is the problem with the on-premise, why people are migrating to cloud, and why we are talking about the Azure. Let's talk about the advantages of the cloud. So cloud has so many advantages, but I'm just focusing on the main important advantages. The first and the important benefit for the any one of organizations is the pay as you go. That means you just pay as per your usage. If you are not using, return it back. If you want it, you can use it. Let me give you one simple example. I know everybody uses Amazon, Flipkart, and maybe yearly once they will have something called Big Billion Day. Where they will start give discounts on their products, and everybody want to take advantages of that Big Billion Day, and everybody want to purchase some items from the Amazon or Flipkart. And in general, normal days, Amazon might need 500 servers, but on a Big Billion Day, it needs 3,000 servers, because compared to the normal day, they will have very huge number of users, and all users want to access their site, and they should not have any latency. So for the Big Billion Day, Amazon need 3,000 servers. So what Amazon can do is that Amazon can choose cloud provider. The reason is that, do you really require Amazon to buy this additional 3,000 servers only for one day? Because in normal day, again, it needs only 500 servers. Only for the Big Billion Day, it needs 3,000 servers. If you buy Amazon buy 3,000 servers only for one day, it wouldn't be practical or cost effective, right? Instead, Amazon can go to any of the cloud providers. They can easily scale up their machines from 500 servers to 3,000 servers just by clicking a button and providing all the details. They can just scale up their infrastructure, and they can just pay for Big Billion Day. Once the Big Billion Day overs, they will decrease again resources from 3,000 servers to 500 servers. Again, in normal days, they will only pay for 500 servers. For the Big Billion Day, they will only pay for the 5,000 servers, 3,000 servers. So they're only paying the amount for their usage. So that is the main advantage of this pay as you go. The next advantage is scalability. Again, it is the biggest advantage of any cloud provider is scalability. We used to hear these terms in our daily projects. client will tell like, we are building a scalable solution. We are building a scalable projects. But what exactly scalability? Scalability is nothing but ability to increase or decrease the resources based upon your needs. In other words, you can easily adjust the capacity of your system to handle more users. If you are getting more demand, you need to adjust your capacity to handle more users based upon your demand. Let me give you one more example, just like Amazon. Consider there is an India versus Pakistan match. Let's India versus Pakistan cricket match is happening today. And we all are the users of Hotstar streaming application. And definitely Hotstar is expected to get massive increase in the traffic during this match, because as it is an India versus Pakistan match, everybody will watch that stream. So they will get massive increase in the traffic. Again, on a regular day, Hotstar may need only 100 servers, but for this special event, India versus Pakistan match, they might need 1,000 servers. Again, to purchase those 1,000 servers only for one day, it's a not viable solution for the Hotstar. Again, Hotstar might choose cloud, because for this day, they can increase their resources. For normal day, they can decrease their resources. So it is again comes under this scalability. You can increase or you decrease the resources based upon your demand. So that is how the scalability. Maybe we'll continue our session tomorrow as well. We'll cover the other advantages. With that, I'm just planning to end today's sessions, and I'm pausing here in case if you have any questions which are running in your mind, you can ask any questions. Or you can reach out to the numbers which are mentioned as part of the first slide. You can even reach out to Go Online Trainings as well for any further questions. But I'm just pausing here to answer any of your questions. And please fill this form without fail. And this is a mandatory to everybody. And once you fill this form, then you will get tomorrow's invite with the meeting ID. So
Can
please,
you put this in chat?
yeah, I just pasted in the chat window. I hope everybody is able to access this link. Any questions, team?
I'm not able to see. Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you. So just one question. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Vikash. Able to hear me?
Yes, yes.
So this course will contain both ADF and AD, right? Databricks and Data Factory.
Yep. Just let me just reshare my screen.
Yep.
So this as part of this course, we'll cover the Azure fundamentals. Maybe first 2 to 3 days we'll cover on the Azure fundamentals. Then we'll start with Azure Storage Account, where we are going to talk about Azure Blob Storage and Data Lake Storage. And we'll cover Azure SQL, again, SQL is an basic thing and mandatory thing. I'm expecting everybody should have the basic knowledge on the SQL. If not, I recommend it to take any of the SQL courses through any of the online course, or you can go through the SQL course on the YouTube. In fact, Go online trainings also have SQL course. So SQL is a mandatory. Then we'll go on Azure Data Factory. Then we'll go with Azure Databricks, where we are covering PySpark, Scala, and Spark SQL. And then we'll go with Azure Synapse Analytics. Also, we'll cover Azure DevOps and CI/CD, like continuous integration and continuous development. So as part of this course, we'll cover all these services. This was explained in demo part 1. Maybe if you need more details, just go through the demo part 1 recording video.
Got it. Got it. And just like casual doubt, right? How is it like different from big data engineering?
Yeah.
Azure engineering and big data engineering are
Yep.
same, or is it like different altogether?
Big data is just like considered as an on-premise, where you need to create your cluster, where you need to establish the networking, and whether you need to install all backups and everything. So to avoid that, in the Azure, they will came up with a concept called Databricks, and by using Databricks, you can scale up or scale down the resources, and you will have all the cloud benefits. So if you are already working in the big data area, and people are switching to Databricks, they can do all the big data work in the using Databricks. So it's
Okay.
just a cloud version of the big data. If you take it as
Oh,
Azure Databricks, it's a cloud version of the big data.
so basically, if you know SSIS and Azure data factory, this whatever you have mentioned here, you know on-premise and cloud both, right? It's
Yes,
like end-to-end, you know
yes,
everything
yes.
for data. Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Any questions?
And in market, like most of the companies are using Azure or like big data, like in general question.
Everybody is using Azure because they are start migrating their on-premise applications to the cloud. Like we know already all the drawbacks of the on-premise. So most of the companies want to migrate their applications to the cloud. So that's the reason there is a huge demand for the cloud. That's the reason people are choosing all Azure Data Engineer. Previously, we used to call it as a data engineer, but now they're calling it as a cloud data engineer. They're calling it as a Azure Data Engineer, AWS Data Engineer, GCP Data Engineer. So the present trend is for the cloud only.
Got it. And is Python mandatory for this course?
It is not mandatory, but it's good to have if you know the basic Python. Again, I just want to emphasize one point here. We are not going to cover complete Python because Python is a vast, and we are not teaching how to become a Python developer. We are just teaching here how to become a Azure data engineer. We will cover all the topics related to data engineering related to PySpark. Like in the as part of the PySpark, we'll do all like how you need to deal with your data, how to apply transformation, how to schedule your jobs. So we'll cover the Python with respect to data engineering. So if you don't have the basic knowledge also, it's okay, because we'll cover all the details which are needed for the data engineering course. So it is not mandatory, but again, it's if you have a knowledge on the Python, it would be an added advantage.
Yep, sure. Thank you so much.
Yes, Sudhir. All these modules will be covered for beginner to the advanced level. And again, once you start our practical sessions, for each and every day, we'll give the assignments, and those assignments will be real-time use cases. If you complete your assignments, you can have hands-on and you will have real-time experience. So we'll cover from basics to advanced. Only our expectation is that you should have the SQL knowledge. I hope I answered your question, Sudhir. Any other questions, guys?
The Snowflake is also going to covered in this
Uh,
curriculum.
no, Snowflake is again, it is not owned by the Microsoft. It is again a third-party tool, which is specially designed for cloud data warehouse. If you see Azure, it has a lot of services, but Snowflake is specially designed for data warehousing purpose. And again, there is a boom going on for the Snowflake as well. Like if you know both Azure and Snowflake, it's an again there is a lot of boom going on in the market. But as part of this course, we are not going to cover the Snowflake. Maybe even we are using Snowflake in our project. Maybe we'll soon start another session on the Snowflake, but not as part of this course.
And also in the market, like we have AWS and Azure, and few of my friends who already worked in Azure, they told like Azure actually quite costly compared to AWS and GCP. So most of the organization actually they have either AWS or GCP.
So
So
that is,
Azure is like, yeah.
yeah. Please complete your question.
So this like Azure, like I mean, less number of organization is using, right? I mean, and also opening is going to be less.
If you just you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
If you see the year over year growth versus AWS and Azure, definitely Azure is increasing. As you said, Azure is little cost, but as Microsoft has its own clients and supply chain, and they have own customers, they are already using existing customers. Microsoft is giving discount to the existing customers, so people are moving to Azure. So uh, there is an growth exponentially happening for the Azure. See, the 42% has increased recently to the Amazon. So Microsoft Azure is becoming trending now. So don't worry. As of now, there is a boom going on for the Azure. And if you learn one cloud technology, it would be easy to learn other cloud technology because all the concepts behind the scenes, everything is same.
Okay. Thank you.
If
Thank
you
you.
start your cloud journey with Azure, I think it's a good decision. You can learn other cloud technologies easily. Yeah. Sani, is Azure account free? Uh, yeah, don't worry, Sunny. Maybe tomorrow session or day after session, we'll cover how to create Azure free account. You will get free account that is only valid for the 30 days. After 30 days, again, you need to create another account. We'll cover all those details, I mean, upcoming session, Sunny. I hope I answered your question.
Because people those are actually have experience like other field, 9 year, 10 year of experience,
Hmm.
or 8 years of experience are having. I mean, a good salary.
Hmm.
So if they're planning to switch after completion of this course, so they're going to say like, okay, I have 3 years of experience, right?
Yep,
Or much 4 year of experience in Azure data engineering to claim like that.
yep.
So whether they able to draw the higher salary as per the current salary, or the market will judge you on the basis of only Azure experience. Suppose one person having experience in .NET or Java or any Oracle DBA having 10 year of experience, having salary like 30 or 40 or 20 like that. So Azure, if the person is moved to Azure and having 3 year of experience, how he or she is going to claim more salary?
Sure, sure, sure. Let me answer this question. So I hope you have like 7 to 8 years of experience, right? So
Yeah, yes.
yep. So like if you do not take the action today, next year it will be 1 plus year. That means it will be 9 years. If your today's experience is 8 years, next year it would be 9 years. If it is not possible in 8 years, it cannot be possible in 11 years. Again, I'm just telling openly, sometimes it could happen that you need to take one step backward to jump 4 steps forward. Let's say you have 8 years of experience, you may be already leading a team, or you might be in a managerial position, but you are planning to switch to technical architect or product manager role. Switching from one technology to new technology, definitely it has its challenges. You may not immediately take a step forward in terms of the role, meaning maybe you can immediately expect a good salary in the role, but you can stay in the line with your current role. You can explore new opportunities. But I'm sure, regardless of the role, your compensation package will increase. Again, when you make another shift next 1-to-1, it will be a bigger shift for you. The reason is that if you carefully observe, Azure itself, ADF is started in the year of 2016. You have 8 years. So if you keep your all 8 years of experience in Azure Data Factory, it is fake, right? Because nobody will use this product from all 8 years, because this technology itself came very early. You can claim easily 2 to 3 years of experience, and maybe you can claim a story like previously you used to work as a test engineer or on premise. Now your organization is moving to the cloud, and you got an opportunity to work with on premise to cloud, and you can easily claim 3 to 4 years because the technology itself started little late. So you can easily get all those opportunities easily. And as people are migrating, as all companies are migrating to cloud, it's the right time for you to switch to the cloud. That's the advice I can give you. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Vikas.
Sudhir, I recommended to go through the first demo of video because I have explained the roles and responsibilities in that video. Please, in case if you are not able to understand anything, maybe you can discuss these points in tomorrow. Like he's just asking the roles and responsibility of data engineer. I covered all those details in demo 1. And guys, Madhav is pinging. Meeting will expire automatically in very soon. Please, if you have any doubts, maybe we can discuss tomorrow session. Tomorrow also we have free demo, and you can reach out to any of the Go Online training numbers. Even they can provide more information with you. With that, I'm planning to end today's session. Maybe we'll see in tomorrow's session.